A very good morning to all my dear girls and a warm welcome to the second term of our academic year 2020-21. In today's science class, we shall be discussing about our skeletal system and the skin. Now you can see a picture on your screen. Can you identify the organ systems that are shown in the figure? The different organ systems that we see in the figure are respiratory system, digestive system, muscular system, and skeletal system. There are 11 major organ systems in our body. Respiratory system, digestive system, muscular system, skeletal system, etc. are few of them. In the previous classes, we have learnt about some organ systems, their functions and their locations in our body. With the help of that, let's try to complete the given table. In the given table, they have provided us with the name of the organ. You have to identify and write down the function of the given organ and also identify the body cavity in which the organ is located. Now before we begin completing this table, let's just quickly recall what does the body cavity mean. So, a body cavity is a fluid-filled space inside the body that holds and protects internal organs. Human body has multiple body cavities, including the cranial cavity to protect the organs within the skull, the vertebral cavity to protect the organs within the vertebral column, the thoracic cavity to protect the organs within the chest area, the abdominal cavity to protect the digestive organs, the pelvic cavity to protect the organs in the pelvic region like urinary bladder, etc. The various organs are safe within the body cavity. The human skeleton is a protective shell for all the internal organs. Coming back to the table now. The function of our heart is to pump blood to all parts of the body, that is, blood circulation. The body cavity in which the heart is protected is called thoracic cavity. Lungs perform the function of respiration and are also protected in the body cavity called the thoracic cavity. Our intestines perform the function of digestion of food and absorption of the essential nutrients in our body thereafter. Intestines are protected in the body cavity called the abdominal cavity. Our brain plays a very important role in our body and hence is a part of the central nervous system. The function of our brain is the control and coordination of our thoughts, memory, speech, movement of the arms and legs, and the function of many organs within our body. Our brain is protected in the body cavity called the cranial cavity. Sometimes when we fall while playing or have an accident, a bone in our arm or leg may get broken. This is called a fracture of the bone. A fracture in a bone causes severe and unbearable pain, and the part with the broken bone swells immediately. Have you ever encountered a situation in which you or any person you know had met with an accident and fractured their bone? How was that situation taken care of? Normally, in such situations, the right thing to do is prevent any movement of the fractured part. Immobilize it and get immediate medical help. X-ray. When a person meets with an accident and hurts his or her bone, on visiting the doctor is normally advised to get an X-ray report, wherein an X-ray image is taken of the part which is swollen to confirm if the person has fractured a bone. An X-ray image shows whether a bone is broken and also the exact spot where it is broken. This helps in providing the proper treatment. X-rays were discovered by a German physicist named Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen. Human skeletal system. The system which gives a definite shape to the body, provides support and protects the delicate organs inside the body is called the skeletal system. Altogether, a human body consists of 206 bones. These bones give our body a proper structure, let us move in many ways, protect our internal organs, and more. All the bones in our body are not of the same shape. Every bone is different. All the bones together form a framework or skeleton. The skeleton gives a shape to the body. Our skeletal system is the combination of the bones and the joints which enable us to move comfortably. All the bones of the body along with cartilage together form the skeletal system. Cartilage is an elastic substance surrounding the joints of the bones. Bones are hard. They are not flexible. Bones are composed of two main constituents. Bone cells are biotic, while calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate, minerals and salts are the abiotic constituents of bones. Calcium imparts strength to the bones. Types of bones. Bones of our body are classified into 4 types. Flat bones. The principal function of flat bones is extensive protection and the provision of broad surfaces for muscular attachment. Small bones. The primary function of small bones is to provide support and stability with little or no movement. The third type is irregular bones. Irregular bones vary in shape and structure and often have complex shape which helps protect internal organs. For example, the vertebrae. The irregular bones of the vertebral column protect the spinal cord. The fourth type is long bones. Long bones are hard, dense bones that provide strength, structure, and mobility to the body. Altogether, the human skeletal system is made up of the combination of the different types of bones that we just studied. Based on their body structure, given here are the skeletons of different animals. Let's see if we can identify the animals from the pictures of their skeletons. So the first animal looks something like a zebra, a donkey, or a horse. The second one is not so difficult to identify. It is that of a dinosaur. The third one of a fish, and the fourth one of a snake. Parts of the human skeletal system. The human skeletal system can be divided into 2 parts, the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton consists of the skull, the spine, and the rib cage. These are situated symmetrically along the central vertical axis of the body. Skull. The skull is formed by the bones of the head and face. The bones of the skull are flat and strong. There are altogether 22 bones in the skull, 8 in the head and 14 in the face. Except for the lower jaw, none of the bones of the skull can move. The skull protects the brain and forms the shape of the face. Rib cage. The cage-like structure in the chest is called the rib cage. In the chest, there is one vertical flat bone called the sternum. 12 pairs of flat bones called ribs are joined to it sideways. These 25 bones form the rib cage. It is joined to the spine at the back. The spine. The spine is formed by padlock-shaped bones placed straight one above the other. There are altogether 33 bones in the spine, each called a vertebra. These bones are arranged one above the other flexibly. The spine protects the spinal cord that originates from the brain. The spine is our body's central support. It keeps us upright and connects the different parts of our skeleton to each other. Our head, chest, pelvis, shoulders, arms, and legs. Although the spine is made up of chain of bones, it is flexible due to elastic ligaments and spinal discs. Spine is one of the most important parts of our body. Without it, you could not keep yourself upright or even stand up. It gives our body structure and support. It allows us to move about freely and to bend with flexibility. The spine plays a very important role in the smooth functioning of our body as it connects the nerves from the brain to the rest of the body, which transfer messages up and down the body. The appendicular skeleton is made up of the bones of the upper and lower limbs, that is, arms and legs, on either side of the central axis. The human body has 2 arms and 2 legs. The different parts of the arms and legs have several bones which are connected together by joints. Do you know that the smallest bone in our body is situated in our ears? So basically there are 3 bones in each of our ears. Of these, the stirrup is the smallest bone in our body. It is as small as a grain of rice and is hollow. Its shape is like that of a stirrup. Whereas the longest and the strongest bone in our body is the thigh bone, which is also called as the femur. As our body grows, the size and length of our bones increases. Such changes in size and length can be seen in children according to age. However, the body continues to grow only up to a certain limit. The bones of taller people are longer. That's it for today. Hope this video was informative. Thank you for being attentive. God bless you all.